So I'm making my third video of the shocks that people get when they move from one country to another. And I would like to, as much as possible, link this with the types of food people are cooking and how they cook it and their perceptions, their superstitions, and so on, religion, and how that impacts on what you can eat or not eat. And also, if you're not religious, what your choices are. So you might guess what I'm cooking. Maybe it's a hard job, but let me just give you a few tips about it. The Seventh Day Adventists don't eat this, and Muslims don't eat this because it is haram, as in it's forbidden. So says the Quran, and the Hindus will not eat it as well. This pad that you see here is called an absorbent pad. It's usually at the bottom of the meat. And so this pork, as I've revealed to you now, it's pork, has this pad here. It absorbs all the liquid, and you should never ever cook with this thing intact. You always have to remove that square bit of pad. It's not dangerous. It doesn't have any poisonous substances. It's usually made out of pepper pulp or things like that. But it's not digestible, so it's not going to go into your digestive tract. It's going to go the other way out without you digesting it, if you ever made the mistake of cooking with this intact. But anyway, that is one thing that you should know as a person who uh, moved from one country to another, and it's their first time to ever cook pork that has been packaged in this way. Okay, so it's not like going to our standard butcheries back there in Africa and we choose the meat we want in the open market, and it will not come with this packaging. So I've just rested this meat. When I've opened it, I've rested it for just over 40 minutes, so it's ready for cooking. I just wanted to pose a question to Muslims or people of the SDA or Seventh Day Adventist Church. Would you accept an invitation from a friend who has pork as part of the foods that would be on the dinner table? Would you accept the invitation, or would you say no politely because it's going to offend you? And how do you also deal with the fact that there are many pork products and byproducts in many ingredients, like certain lard that are used for cooking? And do you then, if you're an SDA person or a Muslim, do you always thoroughly check your products that you buy, which you may suspect as part of pork or have been through that processing plant where pork was the major part of the products? What do you do? Do you see it as an ethical consumption thing to do with your religion, or do you just deal with it? Okay, so my pork's going to go to the oven now. So my main share of knowledge here today was that this thing here, never cook with it, that I am going to remove it now. So when I just, first of all, before I remove it, I'll just emphasize that before you put the pork into the oven, you'll have to tap it with a kitchen towel. Tap it all over to dry off, and then I'm just going to remove this. So this will go to the bin. We'll be back when the food is ready.